Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. In this video, we are going to write a program for this kind of a star pattern. Okay, so we are going to follow the similar structures as we have been following in the previous video to solve the star pattern codes. So we are going to see how many number of rows are there, how many number of columns are there, and what is the pseudocode of a particular star pattern. But for this, the coding is going to be a bit different. So while going through the video, take a note of important notes, and at the end those notes will going to be helpful while you will be writing your program in your Visual Studio Code. If you haven't seen the previous videos, it's okay, you can see it anytime. It's all available in the channel, and you can see there is a series of it, like 1 2 3 4 lectures like that. Okay, so let's start with the lectures today. Firstly, we are going to identify how many number of rows will be required for this. So the number of rows will be equal to the number of lines. Number of lines are here in this example are 3. 1, 2 and 3. So the number of rows will be 3. R1, R2 and R3. So this is our first point to remember, that whenever you see this kind of a structure, the number of rows will be equal to number of lines. This will help us in looping through the program. We will see this thing all in the pseudocode of it. Okay. Next of all, we are going to see how to identify the number of columns in it. So the formula for identifying the number of columns are 2 multiplied by number of lines minus 1. Okay, so this is the formula. And in the previous videos, this formula was not exist because it is required in this type of coding. Number of columns will be equal to 2 multiplied by number of lines minus 1. And there are, you can see there are 3 examples here. Okay, so we are going to calculate the number of columns required. Okay, in the first example, as you can see, how many number of lines are here? 1, 2. Put the number of lines in this formula. 2 multiplied by 2 gives you 4 and minus 1, 3. So number of columns will be 3, C1, C2 and C3. Okay, next example, how many number of lines are here? 3, 1, 2 and 3. So we are going to put in this formula, 2 multiplied by 3 gives you 6 minus 1 gives you 5. So there are 5 number of columns. And similarly in the third one, you can see how many number of lines are here? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, 2 multiplied by 4 gives you 8 minus 1 gives you 7. So there are 7 number of columns. That's how you're going to calculate the number of columns for this kind of pattern. So we have identified what is the number of rows and number of columns, and they are going to help in looping us. Now we are going to see when we are going to put an asterisk in the cell and when we are going to leave the cell empty. To put an asterisk in the cell, this condition must return true. If any one of the condition returns false, then the whole expression will be false because it is connected with an AND operator and it is the functionality of AND operator. For this condition, we need a midpoint. So the midpoint is that how many number of columns are here? There are 5 number of columns. What will be the midpoint of it? 3 is the midpoint. So we have calculated 3 as the mid. Okay. And below here is the table. As you can see, R1, R2, R3 are the number of rows. C1, C2, C3, C4, C5 are number of columns. And we have calculated the value of mid minus R plus 1, mid plus R minus 1 for each rows. Now for the first row, we are going to go very slow, and for the R2, R3, we are going to go very fast. Okay, let's see. Okay, calculating this, if anyone returns false, the whole expression will be false. No need to check this condition. Okay, let's see. 3 is less than 1, no, false. Now we are not going to check this one also. So because 1 is false, the whole expression will be false. Okay, 3 is less than 1, no it is not, leave the cell empty. 3 is less than 2, no it is not, leave the cell empty. 3 is less than or equal to 3, yes it is. Now we are going to check this condition. So value of this is 3 is greater than or equal to 3, yes it is. So both the condition returns true. Now we are going to put asterisk in the cell. Next, 3 is less than 4, it is for this condition true. Now we are going to find for second condition, 3 is greater than or equals to 4, no it is not, leave the cell empty. 3 is less than 5, it is. 3 is greater than or equal to 5, no it is not, leave the cell empty. Next we are going to see for R2. So 2 is less than 1, yes it is, no it is not, 2 is greater than 1, so leave the cell empty. 2 is equal to 2, yes it is, 4 is greater than 2, it is put an asterisk here. 2 is less than 3, it is. 4 is greater than 3, yes it is, both the condition returns true, so put an asterisk here. Next, 2 is less than 4, it is. 4 is equals to 4, it is, put an asterisk here. 2 is less than 5, it is. 4 is greater than 5, no it is not, so leave the cell empty. For R3, 1 is equals to 1, yes it is. 5 is greater than 1, it is, put an asterisk in the cell. 1 is less than 2, it is. 5 is greater than 2, it is, put an asterisk here. 1 is less than 3, it is. 5 is greater than 3, it is, put an asterisk here. 1 is less than 4, it is. 5 is less than 4, 5 is greater than 4, it is, put an asterisk here. 1 is less than 5 and 5 is equal to 5, it is, put an asterisk here. Now you can see the pattern above is equal to this pattern which we have calculated. So this is the condition for putting an asterisk in the cell and when we are going to leave the cell empty. Next, when we are going to move forward or when we are going to print this whole row, as soon as we reach the end of the column, we are going to move to the next row. So suppose for the first row R1, when we reach the C5 column, after that we are going to print this whole row, then we are going to move for the next row and calculate this one for this R2 row. And when we reach the C5, then we are going to print this whole row value and move to the next row. Okay, this is the pseudocode of this pattern. Now we are going to understand it line by line. Firstly, we are going to make a function that is called print start pattern, which is going to accept some number of lines. Number of lines can be 3, 4, 5. Then we are going to calculate the number of columns required. As we have seen in the previous, we have to identify number of columns. So number of columns are calculated with this formula. So we are using it here. Number of columns will be 2 multiplied by number of lines minus 1. And for checking the condition of asterisk, we need the midpoint. So we are calculating the midpoint here. Man.floor, number of columns divided by 2 plus 1. Okay, this will help us in calculating the midpoint. Next, we are going to loop for number of rows from 1 to the number of lines. Then we are going to make a variable that is going to store the value of this particular R or this particular row, which is going to be printed when we reach the C5 column or the end of the column. Next, we are going to loop for number of columns. So number of columns loop will go from 1 to the number of columns which we have calculated in the second step here. Number of columns is equal to 2 multiplied by number of lines minus 1. Okay, so we are going to loop through for number of columns here. Inside the columns loop, we are going to check when we are going to leave the cell empty and put an asterisk in the cell. If this condition returns true, then we are going to concatenate the string variable with asterisk. If this condition returns false, then we are going to concatenate the string variable with empty value or empty string. Once we reach the end of the column, or once this loop is finished, then we are going to print the value of string variable. Okay, so this was the pseudocode of this start pattern. Now we are going to implement it on the VS Code editor. Now we are going to write a program for this start pattern with the help of this pseudocode. We are going to use an editor that is called Visual Studio Code. If you are unfamiliar with Visual Studio Code, we have created a video of Visual Studio Code. The link for the video is given in the description. And if you're familiar with VS Code editor, but you want to know more about the extension of VS Code editor, which is very helpful for the developers, then we have made the video for that also, and you can find the link in the description for these two videos. Now let's begin with the coding of this program with the help of this pseudocode. So we have to write function print star pattern, which is going to access some number of lines. After that, we have to calculate the number of columns, as we can see in the second line in the pseudocode. So let num columns is equals to 2 multiplied by number of lines minus 1. And now we are going to calculate the midpoint. Let mid is equals to math dot floor num columns divided by 2 plus 1. Okay. Now look for the number of rows from 1 to number of lines. For let r is equals to 1, r is less than equals to num lines r plus plus. After that, we are going to create a variable that is called str empty value. Then we are going to look for number of columns for let c is equals to 1 and c is less than equals to number of columns that we have calculated, c plus plus. After that, we are going to check the condition that we have discussed here in this tabular format for putting an asterisk or leave the cell empty. So we are going to check if mid minus r plus 1 is less than equals to c and mid plus r minus 1 is greater than or equal to c. If it is, then str concatenate with asterisk, else str concatenate with empty string. Once the loop for column is over, then we are going to print the value of a string variable log str. Okay, so we have covered all the lines of pseudocode in the program. Now save this program, save it and pull up the terminal. First we call this program that is called print star pattern for checking or for testing whether our code is working or not. Let us pass 3 number of lines only. Okay. Next we are going to write here node star pattern, hit enter and let's see. Now you can see that there is a star pattern which is printed, which is equivalent to this star pattern. So our code is working fine. If we are going to test this for another number of lines, let's see. Right here 5 number of lines, save the program, write node star, and we can see for 5 number of columns how this star pattern will look. So this was our implementation of this star pattern. A bonus point: whenever you write your code and it is working fine, then check how you can rectify your code, or how you can minimize the number of lines of the code, or you can optimize your code more. So we can optimize or minimize the number of lines here. So we are going to remove this whole if else condition and we are going to replace it with ternary operator. How? Put str, use compound assignment, check the condition mid minus r plus 1 is less than equals to c and mid plus r minus 1 is greater than equals to c. If this condition is true, then we are going to concatenate the string with asterisk. If this condition is false, then we are going to concatenate the string with empty value. Save the program and check for another value like 7. Save the program again, pull up the terminal and write node star, hit enter, and we can see our code is running fine for this program also, which we have rectified it. This was the program for this start pattern. If you like the video, do share the videos to others. Subscribe the channel. If you have any doubt, any suggestion for the videos, write it down in the comment section. Thanks for watching the video.